arcade, and today we're going to talk about some of the arcade classics that we have throughout the arcade for you guys. So we're going to start right here with Asteroids Deluxe, 1980, 37 years old on this game, and looks and plays just great. And then we're going to head down. We actually have a sit-down cocktail here. Ms. Pacman that we upgraded with Ms. Pacman and Galaga, the Namco 25-year reunion. This also plays the original Pacman if you drop the quarter in and do the code with the joystick. And that's set to the regular speed on Ms. Pacman so that you can play it just like it used to be. And we're going to head down into the arcade, into our classic room, and look at the 13 classics that we've gotten there for you. So we'll start over here with the other Ms. Pacman Galaga that we have. Now this one is set to the speed up. So when you play Ms. Pacman or Pacman on this machine, it actually has the faster speed, which is kind of fun. So we have the two different versions in the arcade. And if you ever want to play the original Pacman anywhere you see this machine, at a Dave & Buster's, at a theater, anywhere out there in the wild, if you want to play the original Pacman on this Namco reunion, all you've got to do is drop your quarter in and do that code right there. Up 3 times, down 3 times, left, right, left, right, left. You will hear a little beep and press Ms. Pacman start, and you're playing the original Pacman. So that's anytime you see that machine, guys. Then next to it, we've got the original Mario Brothers, which is another just fantastic game. Super Mario Brothers next to that. Another great Nintendo game. And next to that, we actually have Donkey Kong, which plays Donkey Kong Jr. as well. All you've got to do is push the 1 and 2 player buttons at the same time, and it will switch between the two games. You drop in your quarter, and you can play either one of those, Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr. Thanks to MikesArcade.com for that upgrade. Then we come over here, and we've got the Centipede Missile Command Millipede machine with a nice 25-inch monitor on there. We recently just replaced the roller ball on this, and it's working really good. It's slightly smaller than the one that came in this machine, so it's easier to kind of roll and move around real fast, and no pinching of fingers on this one. See, it's got a little ring around the edge. It's real tight, so there's no pinching. If you guys remember that back in the Centipede days, it used to pinch your hands sometimes. Next to that, we've got Dig Dug, which is another great one. Next to that, we have our Joust, which is another great classic game. And then next to that, we've got the 25-year silver anniversary of Space Invaders with a 25-inch monitor in there. And that's just a fantastic game. Also includes kicks, which is pretty fun and addicting. Harder than it seems. And so that's our classic room here at the arcade. And we'll see you guys down here for lots of fun soon.
Okay, so today we're going to get into some bonus footage and gameplay on our Asteroids Deluxe machine. Now this is the sequel to the original Asteroids, which people could just play for such a long time. And some of the changes they made in this game, where you can see the killer satellite on screen now, where it actually hunts the player. So what players would do in the original Asteroid is leave one of the smaller asteroids on screen and wait for the flying saucer to come on and just hunt that saucer over and over for extra points. And what they did here is when you get down to a certain number of asteroids on screen, that killer satellite comes on and it actually chases you around screen. So it becomes very deadly, keeps the game moving, and just made the game a lot harder because operators were not happy with the length of time that players could actually play the original Asteroids. So Atari had to come up with something here. And the other thing they did was they took away the hyperspace, which was almost useless. I mean, I guess it had its uses, but I never used hyperspace. You never knew where you were going to end up. You actually have a shield in this game, which is much more useful and kind of needed based on the difficulty that they gave us in this game. Lots of fun. Great to play with the original leaf buttons for the turning and the firing and all that. The other thing they did was they actually made the asteroids rotate in this game, whereas the original didn't really rotate like this. So just gained a life there at 10,000 and still on the first man, so pretty good run here, and a super fun game. If you guys want to come down and play a piece of arcade history, we've got it here for you. So enjoy the last few seconds here, and we'll see you guys at the arcade.
Well, that's one life anyways.